Hey, good morning. Today we are in the new GR86 and we are on our way to the racetrack. Primarily, I'm going there because I work as a race instructor on the side, but part of the bonus of working as a race instructor is that I get to drive my car on the track. This is a completely factory configured car. There are no modifications, still has the factory Michelin tires on it. One of the feedbacks I've been hearing is that the factory brake pads are going to be one of our detriments. It's probably going to fade quickly. But other than that, I'm curious to see how it will do, what kind of response. I hear some hints of understeer every once in a while on the forums. Let's see what it do. I'm also curious of what other cars are comparable to this car time-wise. If I'm being honest, my selfish goal is that I'm hoping that it could be around the range of an S2000. I think an S2000 is a beautifully engineered car, and if this car comes even close to that, Toyota, you did a fantastic job. Let's see what we got. Alright, so it's going to be our first lap. We're going to use it as a warm-up. Need to warm up the tires, warm up the brakes. Myself. Let's have a good session here. Waiting on our flagger to let us go.
guys, so we just came back from our hot session, and I'm happy to report I think the car does fantastically well. I think it rotates super good. I think it handles superbly well considering it's on factory suspension and factory tires. I think the Michelin Sport Plus tires are a great choice to keep this car going in its class per se. I think the power is there, although I would argue probably could be a little bit more, but we could always argue that for any vehicle no matter what. But I'm really satisfied. I think if it's on par with about our S2000, I think it hits it. On our track, I had a student last time I was here instructing, and we had similar times. It was a similar trap speeds and similar through the corners compared to an AP1 S2000. So I think it's pretty comparable. Overall, there's plenty of new features that this car has, you know, the Bluetooth and blind spot detection, fancy stuff like that. Is nice and convenient on a new car, but overall, there's a grin on my face. And I think this car has a lot of potential, and I'm happy to report fun times all around.